Welcome to Soulivin. Take a breath, slow down, and let design remind you how peace feels. In a world that rarely pauses, a small backyard can become the quietest revolution of your life. These 15 tropical garden ideas are not about size, but about depth, about carving out a pocket of paradise where chaos cannot follow. Each corner we'll explore together is designed for the suburban soul who longs for stillness. Low maintenance, budget-friendly, and deeply healing. Imagine stepping outside and feeling the air change. Warmer, softer, slower, as layers of green wrap around you like an embrace you didn't know you needed. This is more than landscaping. It is daily medicine for the spirit. Let us walk gently through these 11 reflections. There were meant to be 15, but some ideas whispered they belong together, and allow each one to remind you that peace is something you can grow, one leaf at a time. At the edge where concrete meets earth, a single wooden gate half hidden by climbing monstera welcomes you. This is the threshold, the quiet ceremony between the noise of the street and the hush of home. Teak worn soft by rain, a latch that clicks like a heartbeat slowing down. Beyond it, the path is only wide enough for one person at a time, forcing the world to walk single file and leave its hurry behind. On either side, layers of elephant ears and bird's nest ferns create living walls that absorb sound the way moss absorbs footsteps. Morning light filters through palm fronds in long golden ribbons, touching your shoulders like permission to exhale. Every time you cross this threshold, something inside you remembers. You are allowed to arrive gently. The day can wait on the other side of the leaves. Tucked behind a screen of bamboo lives a tiny pond no wider than a dining table. Its surface is a mirror for sky and leaf, broken only by the slow breathing of 3 koi, the color of sunset. Water trickles from a single piece of weathered basalt, a sound so soft it feels like the garden itself is whispering secrets to your nervous system. You sit on the small stone bench, cool, slightly damp, and realize the noise in your head has no answer for this quiet music. Dragon-wing begonias spill over the edge, their leaves brushing the water whenever the breeze passes, creating tiny ripples that travel outward like gentle reminders. Everything is temporary, even tension. In 10 minutes here, the day's weight dissolves the way mist dissolves at sunrise. Overhead, a living ceiling of queen palms and traveler's palms weaves together until only shards of sky remain. Beneath this green cathedral, time behaves differently. A simple teak daybed draped in white linen waits like an invitation to do absolutely nothing. Cushions the color of sea foam, worn soft by afternoon naps no one planned. The light that reaches the ground is green-tinted, cool, forgiving. Even on the hottest day, the air here feels like the inside of a seashell, hushed and slightly salty from nearby heliconia blooms. When you lie back and look up, the slow sway of fronds writes invisible poetry across the sky. Here, deadlines feel childish. Here, healing is simply breathing in rhythm with something older than worry. When evening comes, solar lanterns hidden among calathea leaves begin to glow like low amber moons. The path, made of irregular stepping stones set in creeping time, releases its scent with every footfall. After rain, the air is thick with petrichor and the sweet breath of night-blooming jasmine climbing the fence. Each lantern is wrapped in woven wrought tan, casting patterns of light and shadow that dance across bromeliad rosettes filled with captured rainwater. Walking this path feels like moving through someone else's dream, gentle, luminous, slightly unreal. You realize the day's sharp edges have been softened, the way sea glass is tumbled smooth. By the time you reach the small fire bowl at the end, you are someone calmer than the person who began the walk. Where space runs out horizontally, it begins again vertically. A single blank wall has become a living tapestry, staghorn ferns mounted on cedar planks, trailing potholes like green waterfalls, pockets of orchids blooming in unexpected places. From a distance it looks wild. Up close, every plant is chosen for its ability to thrive on nothing but air and kindness. In the morning, dew collects on philodendron leaves and falls in slow silver drops that sound like tiny bells when they hit the gravel below. This wall teaches a quiet lesson. Growth does not always need more room. Sometimes it only needs more love in the space it already has. A tiny bistro table for two sits beneath a pergola draped in passionflower vine. Every morning, new purple blossoms open like small, astonished hearts. The chairs are simple teak, cushions faded to the color of tide pools. Here, coffee tastes different, slower, more deliberate. Hummingbirds visit the trumpet flowers while you turn the pages of a book without hurry. The rest of the world continues its rush beyond the fence. But inside this circle of green, breakfast lasts exactly as long as peace requires. Some days that is 20 minutes. Some days it is 2 hours. Both are correct. At the garden's deepest point, a perfect circle of river stones surround a single frangipani tree. Its branches spread like open arms, dropping waxy blossoms that scent the air with sweetness and memory. You sit on a small wool blanket spread over the stones, close your eyes, and feel the earth breathing beneath you. Butterflies move in slow motion between ginger flowers. There's no bench here, no distraction. Only the invitation to be exactly as you are. 10 breaths become 20. Thoughts arrive, bow, and leave again. When you open your eyes, the light has shifted and you are quietly new. From the corner of the roof, a copper rain chain guides water down through a series of hand-thrown ceramic cups. When the sky gifts a shower, each cup overflows into the next with a sound like wind chimes learning to sing. At the bottom, water spills into a shallow basin lined with black Mexican pebbles where frogbit floats like tiny green boats. Standing nearby during rain feels like being inside a living music box. The rest of the garden drinks quietly while you stand transfixed, realizing that even storms can be gentle when given the right path. As true darkness falls, rare and precious in the suburbs, this corner comes alive. Low plantings of coleus and sweet potato vine create a dark velvet backdrop for solar string lights wrapped loosely around a fiddly figure. The lights are set to the warmest possible glow, mimicking the fireflies that sometimes visit from the neighbor's untamed yard. A pair of wrought-tan chairs and a tiny table wait for conversations that begin with whispers and end with silence. Here, night feels safe. Here, the stars you can see between the leaves are enough. Where once there was only a glaring fence, now stands a breathing wall of giant bird of paradise and clumping bamboo. Their leaves rustle constantly, a soft shushing that tells nosy neighbors and passing traffic alike. This moment belongs to someone else. Behind the screen, a hammock sways just enough to remind you that doing nothing is a form of productivity for the soul. The light that filters through is striped and golden, painting temporary tattoos across bare arms and closed eyelids. Privacy, you realize, is not just about being unseen. It is about being deeply held. At the very back, almost touching the house again, a small wooden deck floats above the greenery like a raft of calm. One step up, and you are home, but not the same person who left this morning. A single potted lime tree stands guard, its leaves releasing citrus perfume when brushed. From here you can see every layer you have walked through: the threshold, the water, the canopy, the lanterns, the circle. The whole small paradise laid out like a love letter you wrote to your future self. You pause, hand on the door handle, and feel something settle into place. The day may begin again tomorrow, but tonight you carry the garden inside you. That's all for today. Take a moment to breathe, to feel at home, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more peaceful inspirations from Soulivin.